Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into my review of the brand new LEGO Disney 100 Years Minifigure Celebration Series. This is set number 71038. We'll be retailing for $4.99 USD or $5.99 Canadian for each individual minifigure. And this was actually sent to me early by Lego/Land to do a bunch of videos for. We already have an unboxing if you want to see me open up a brand new sealed box. Or if you want, we're also going to have a feel guide so that you can figure out what parts I'd recommend to feel for and to make sure which figure is which if you're going out and hunting down your favorite characters. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's go in the order that all of the different characters made their first appearances in. Actually, one thing I do want to talk about before we get started here is that they come with this really cool specialized plate with the Disney 100 logo there. And I love that so much. The last time we had something special like this done was with the Lego Batman Minifigures Series 2, where they had that printed with the Batman symbol. So it's really cool. I like when they go the extra mile of like recoloring the plate a certain color to match the series, or, you know, just printing this on it. I think looks awesome. And starting things off here with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. I think a lot of people are excited to get this classic figure here. I love that he's getting love. I think it's awesome. The figure looks great. I like the height, how it's the same as the rest of like the Mickey and Friends characters. The giant head mold there as well looks really cool. I think that it looks great with the little nose molded there in the front. The ears, I like how they're also not like shaped the same. I think that's great. And this 1x2 tile there, it's meant to be a clapper, and it says Oswald, Act 2, Take 1. I think looks great. And the torso printing from the pants going up onto the torso is cool, as well as the back's got a little bit of a tail printed there as well. And what's great about this is the head is actually dual molded, I believe. So it's white and black. And what that does is it means that the white, if it was printed on the black, wouldn't look quite as crisp and bright. It would be a little light grayish. So it looks really great. Glad it's dual molded there. Here is the Evil Queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I really love this figure. I'm so happy to be getting her in the series. It makes sense given some other leaks that we've seen that she wouldn't fit in a cottage set. You know, I'm glad that she's here, and it allows them to do some incredible things, such as give her this new crown piece. And you actually get 2 per bag. And it looks great. It just sits on top of a minifigure head, and I think that looks really, really awesome. Her accessory, though, is honestly one of my favorite parts. It's the magic mirror, and it's printed on the shield piece, and you've also got the little flag stand, I guess, that you could have her holding it, or if you wanted to as well, you could also just place it onto a stud. But the printing on that looks incredible. I love how it's got like a classic minifigure head, but they've highlighted just parts of it with the green. Oh, so cool. But this figure, you get a better look here at the torso and the dress printing. Really awesome. I'm going to remove the cape, which also is double-sided with red and black on the other side. Taking all that off, you get a better look there at the face. And I think that, honestly, that's some of the best like flesh color printing that we've ever had on a black head. She's also very pale, so it works quite well. There's no second face head printing, which I think there maybe could have been because the collar really is tight on it. You wouldn't be able to see a second face, but that's fine. The back torso printing looks good. Dress could have used something like a little bit of wrinkles or something on the back. Also, just give her an apple. And here is Pinocchio. I think that this was one that I was a little bit on the fence with when they first revealed it, but honestly, having it here in person, I think it looks pretty good. Like the eyes don't look that bad in person compared to the renders. I don't think they could move them any closer together just because of how the nose works there. Like, it's pretty cool. I like the size of that, the idea of that. Maybe it could have been a little bit longer, but still looks great. I love the hair and the hat mold that they've created for him. Looks really awesome, as well as the dual molded arms. You've got mid legs there with side leg printing, as well as printing even on top of the little feet there. I think is awesome. That's such a nice attention to detail, as well as you've got shoes. Now that's not dual molded, that's all printed there on the front, so that's pretty impressive. I like the torso printing there as well with the giant bow and a bit of the pants coming on up there, and you could see the back with the vest. Now what's awesome is you can also see there a little bit of the castle from Cleo's little fishbowl. I love that accessory. Really, really cool. Although I just maybe would have rather him just get a micro figure of Jiminy instead of what happened here. And here is Jiminy Cricket, his conscience. And it's interesting because he sort of transcends just Pinocchio. Like, he appears in a lot of other things as well. So I guess it's fine for him to be getting a minifigure. But my issue, not just necessarily with his inclusion, is more the face printing. I don't know why they chose to make him have cartoony eyes when no one else in the series has different styled eyes except for, I guess, now I'm realizing why they did this. I guess it's because he's an animal creature, figure, but it's still, I think it just should have been minifigure eyes. However, I love the umbrella in that color, really great. The torso printing and all that works really well. You've got some back torso printing there, and I like the legs in that color with the little feet printing there, the shoes. The new hat piece here as well is incredible. This too appears in this series a second time, and it's really interesting. I like this new hat piece. It doesn't really sit too far deep onto the minifigure head. It just sort of sits on top, but if you spin it around the other way, you can actually lower the hat there a little bit. So if you look at it from the side, you can see how it dips on one side, so that's pretty cool. And then just removing that, you get a better look there at the head printing. There's nothing on the back head printing, so I don't need to remove the collar piece. And here is Fantasia Mickey Mouse, the Sorcerer's Apprentice outfit. And I am so happy to have this figure. This is the one that I put in my Series 3. I also put Steamboat Willie in my Series 2 long before they did the official series. So it's cool that I picked right for both of these. Love it a lot. Just everything. The dual molded legs, the side leg printing. Look at that, how the robe comes down on the side. As well as the torso printing. You've got the bow, tied around there that comes on down onto the hips. The accessories is one of the brooms, as well as a bucket. Would have been cool to get a new broom piece. I know that I'm asking a little bit too much here, but they sort of come alive, and it would have been cool to see Lego try and make that its own little piece. But removing all that, you could get a better look there at the torso, like all the sparkles. Also, you've got sparkles on the legs. Really awesome. And some back printing there as well with the band going around, as well as a hood. And I love the hat there, the Yen Sid, which is Disney spelled backwards. It's molded into Mickey's head. That's not removable, so it's a little bit different in terms of how the Steamboat Willie figure worked or other different types of Mickey figures we've gotten, but it still looks really awesome. Here is the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. I think this is probably one of the biggest surprises in the series inclusion-wise. I know that some people aren't the biggest fan of her being included, but she's used in a ton of Disney villain marketing, so it makes a lot of sense for her to be here. One of my favorite things is the fact that the giant dress piece was recently brought back and used, so I love that here for her. I think that looks great. The printing there is amazing. The outfit as well, just wow, I really love that, as well as the little paddle piece here with the heart. It's simple, it works great. Her hair and crown, and she's got her hair tied up there in the back, looks awesome. I really love that. That's one giant piece here. The collar piece is actually a little bit different than the Evil Queen's. Hers has a little bit of a point, this one doesn't. But my absolute favorite thing about this figure is the secondary head print there with her yelling. That is so cool. Yelling off with their heads. Love that face. Here is Princess Aurora, or Sleeping Beauty, and she looks awesome. I love the new hairpiece that they've created here for her, and it allows you to put one of the regular Lego tiaras there at the top. The dress printing is just gorgeous. I don't know. I could see them going either way, using this piece here or the one that you just saw with the Queen of Hearts. For some other characters, I feel like the dresses are a little bigger. Hers, I think it's fine either way, but still love the torso printing and the sparkles and stars, how they go on down into the bottom. Back dress, though, I definitely think, the pink, bright pink there, it maybe should have been continued down a bit, honestly. But the arm printing is awesome. I love that. You could see a little bit of skin there, as well as the white part there with the gold trim. Looks awesome. Really love that a lot. Her accessory is the owl piece here. And That's actually one of the little creatures that she meets in the woods, and it looks great. It's always, to me, reminded me anyways of Owl from Winnie the Pooh, and now you could sort of, pretend that that's Owl, not necessarily to scale, but still cool. And here's the back head printing there for Aurora. I love the sleeping expression. That is so, so cool. And I didn't show this before, but obviously you can remove the tiara like I talked about. And then the hair, I love how it like hugged the one shoulder. I think that's really, really great. And here's what the back torso printing looks like there, not covered up from the hair. Here is Cruella, Deville, and Spot from 101 Dalmatians. This is, someone said something really funny. I can't wait to see someone get 101 Cruellas just so they can have a ton of the little Dalmatian puppies. That would be a great, great video. But anyways here, I love this figure. I don't know about this fabric piece. You're going to see it used for another figure in the series. And I don't know. I don't like how it's so thick there at the neck. A lot of the renders make it seem like it's really thin, like all the other collars you've seen so far. And it's just, I don't think it works. I appreciate what they're going for here in terms of like the fur and how they've got like the little pattern there on that. And you could see it sort of repeated into her, jacket that she's wearing. But I don't know. The accessory that she's got is this little printed feather piece there. That's kind of interesting, but I'm going to remove this. I don't know. To me, I think that looks better. I would have maybe added a little bit of like the fur printed on the torso, and that would have been fine. I really don't need this piece. It's just, no, I don't really like it. But I love the hair piece though. I really love that with the earrings as well. That's so cool. And just how they have done the hair. That's awesome. You can see the back torso printing there as well with some more feathers printed on the back. Wow, wow, wow. Also, like the side leg printing got a little bit of the red. Wish that continued all the way, but really like how they have tried to do that there on the side. Also, Spot is adorable. The little collar there at the bottom and just all the spots all around. Really, really cute. You saw before she's had that giant smile. Now she's got this upset expression there. And I'm just going to remove the hair so you can see the eyebrows there a little bit better and the head printing there from before. And here is Robin Hood. Personally, my least favorite film from everything here for the series. But I did watch it when I was a kid. I did enjoy it. It's just not one that I'm, too excited to have here. But nonetheless, I think they did a great job with the figure. I really love the headpiece that they've created for him there with the hat. That is a regular Lego feather piece that is removable there on the top. They've also got the tail piece here being used, and I like that they've printed the green so you can't see that at the waist. The torso, really, it's pretty detailed. The leg printing there as well. It's dual molded, and they've printed a little bit above that. I think that's great. The accessory here, obviously, is a bow. And removing the tail, you can see the back torso printing. And here is Prince John, my least favorite figure in the series, and I think that is for a number of reasons. Again, this piece that they've created, I just don't think works really well for the collar. It's covered up, at least with him, like the thickness of it because of the shaping of the head, but just character choice wise, like I would have gone with Little John, I would have gone with Maid Marian. I just don't think that he should have been the one picked here. But regardless, I still think that the figure itself is pretty detailed, like the side arm printing there. I think that's pretty great. Is there anything up at the shoulders? Nope, nothing going on there. But you can see the back torso printing if I lift up this piece. Again, it's printed there. Like, it's sort of unnecessary, but I like the side leg printing there. Like, the robe piece is great in terms of, like, what they're going for, how it continues up here from that fabric piece all the way down. I think that's cool. The accessories as well are just so boring. It's a bag full of money and then also just this coin. But the head piece, it's very detailed. I like the crown shaping there, how they've got that going on. But I don't know. Again, it's personally my least favorite figure. Maybe it's because I also just don't have that strong of an attachment to the film. Here is Pocahontas, and this is such an exciting minifigure to have here in the series for so many reasons. First of all, a mini doll was shown in a promotional image a long time ago, and we never got a mini doll. So here is for the first time, a minifigure of her. First ever Lego figure of her. Really great. I really love the leg printing. Look at that, how detailed that is. I love that. Like, there's no mistakes there on that. It goes to the edges there on the legs. Love the torso printing there, the necklace. And my favorite thing, though, is this hairpiece. Like, it is so cool. I love how it's blowing in the wind, which ties into her other accessory here that I can't really, you know, put on display. But it's a bunch of leaves for the colors of the wind, which is so cool. Like, I've never seen the film. I've obviously seen that part of the movie, and just like, I look at this figure and I hear the song playing. I think that's so cool. You've got some side arm printing there, as well as this really detailed compass piece. I like that a lot. Also, with this hairpiece, just going back there for a second, there's a hole on the side of the head for you to attach, you know, different things. A lot of times they put flowers. And to me, I look at this hairpiece, I look at it blowing, I look at how there's a hole for a flower, and I think of Isabella from Encanto. And here is the second face there with the mouth open. Maybe this, you know, screams more of her singing the song, but removing that there just to show you the back torso printing there. Very, very detailed. One of my favorite figures. But don't worry, I will be watching the movie because of the series. And here is Mulan. I really love her inclusion. I wish that she could have come with a second, you know, character to go alongside with her, but still really, really cool. I love the torso printing there, how it goes on down into the leg printing. The coral printing there for that band is awesome. I love the dragon necklace, as well as the sword here, the dual molded legs. The hair piece is actually Mulan's from the mini dolls, which works fine. Honestly, I don't have a problem with her using that. It makes sense, as well as her accessory there, which is so boring, I think, in terms of what we could have gotten. It's Crickee in this little build, and I just like, where's Mushu? Why isn't Mushu here? She does actually have this secondary head printing of like her fighting, which looks really great. And I'm just going to remove the hair here so that you could see the back torso printing. It's very detailed as well. And here is Experiment 626 Stitch. Love the variant for sure. Am I happy he's here after, of course, getting the original one in Series 1? Not particularly. I think that, you know, I could have gone for Lilo. I could have gone for just not him. However, Stitch is hugely marketable. Makes so much sense to put him in here. It is a fun variant. I really do like the red outfit. It does stand out a lot. Also, the 4 arms being used from Star Wars works so well here for him. I love the blaster pieces. The regular Lego blasters here work great here, recolored in yellow. The face is different, if you noticed before. It's got the eyes are a little bit more closed, and also there's like the printing there of the black around the eyes. However, because this is sort of more of the, I don't know how else to say it, primal Stitch, he doesn't have the antennas. The antennas should have been included here for this headpiece. Yes, obviously they brought it back. That's cool. I just think that that's pretty disappointing, that we could have had a little bit more accurate version here with the antennas. Here is Princess Tiana, one of my favorite figures here in the series. I think that the weakest thing is probably the use of the tiara piece up at the top. It just, I don't know, it doesn't like sit well on her hair. It's a brand new hair piece. I think it looks really great. I love that a lot, as well as the frog piece for Naveen. You know, maybe could have used the new frog piece so that it could have some printing or something, but it's still fine. But I love this 2x3 tile here of the poster. I think is so cool. I love how it's Lego-wise. It looks great. Maybe, I'm trying to think, like, she does fold it up, but if they added, like, the creases, it would probably ruin the printing there. But look at that torso printing. Like, Lego's color palette here, even the new skin color, it translates and is used so perfectly here for Tiana. Like, look at the gloves. Oh my goodness, really, really love this. And look at the second face print there. She's got this smile, which is awesome. So before she just had a smirk, but now it's an open smile. Here is Dr. Facilier, and he looks incredible here. Oh my goodness. First of all, you know how I showed you Jiminy's hat, how it was angled down? Well, specifically for him, it's angled down, and I think that looks so cool. Like, I love the red band around it, the printing there with the feather and the skull. Oh my goodness, but that 1x2 tile there of his little voodoo card. Wow, I love how it's Legoized. It's got a Lego hand there. I love that so much. That is really awesome. The cane build, it's it's brick built. Could it have been a new piece? Absolutely, but I'm not going to complain because I'm just happy we're getting him. I love, again, the new skin color here being used. It works so well. They have captured his likeness so well. Wow, that translates so well to Lego form. Look at the back torso printing. Really great. One of my favorites here as well. And here is Baymax, your personal healthcare companion. And I think that this is one of the more controversial figures in the series because of the arms. I think that, personally, I don't have a problem with them doing this. Like, you compare it to, like, a chicken figure or a whale figure. They've got new arm pieces, right? It's just, it's Lego-wise. So, I don't... I don't know. I like how it goes really low down. Like, I think that's really cool. But if you stick the arm out there, you could see what it looks like. I'm going to borrow Mulan's sword real quick just to show you here that Baymax can actually hold items in the hands, of course, because it is a regular Lego hand shape there in terms of what it's able to hold. So that's pretty cool. I love the head printing, torso printing, leg printing. All that works really well. The back torso there as well. It's a very unique figure, and I'm just glad, that they took a risk with him. They didn't have to do this. But removing him here, that's the docking charging station. Looks really great, the build for that. I like the printing there on the one side. I think the only other thing that I'm like, maybe, what he could have had, but maybe Hero just should have been in the series with that accessory, is the little chips. Here is Miguel and Dante. I really love that we got them in Lego form. Coco is one of my favorite Pixar films, and they look great here. I don't mind Dante reusing that piece. I think, like, the printing there for the teeth and everything, it looks great. The tongue here on the side, awesome. However, I just don't like the color. Dark brown, just not necessarily what I would have picked. I would pick dark gray, personally. But regardless, here with Miguel, he does have another guitar. It's just a regular Lego guitar that we've gotten before, so nothing special there at all. You can see the torso printing really great. The side arm printing, like, this is one of the best detailed jackets we've ever gotten before. The face, though, they paid so much attention to detail here. He's even got the little birthmark there above the mouth. You see that there? Really great. Removing the hairpiece there, and you get a better look at the head printing there. And on the back, you've got the second face. Again, it's got the smirk. However, he's got the dimple. So you can go, no dimple, dimple. No dimple, dimple. I love that they included that. Did you think we were done with Miguel? Because we're not. He's even got another head print here with the black head with the skeleton face printed there. You can see the back head print even has a different expression. So he's got 4 expressions all together. Would have loved some, like, leg printing there, but we're already getting so much with this figure. Here is Ernesto de la Cruz, and he looks phenomenal. I really think this could be one of the most detailed minifigures of all time. Like, they spared no expense here for him. First of all, let's focus on his accessory. The guitar translates incredibly well, obviously, to Lego with the existing guitar piece, but I love the printing. They have paid so much attention to detail there. Even little gold tooth, obviously, is very important to get. Really love that. Let's get rid of the accessory there so you can see the torso printing. I love it. It looks great. You could see his spine there. That's awesome. Love the jacket. The printing there, the bow looks great. He's got side arm printing, which is just ridiculously detailed. Same there with the back of the torso. Look at all that. That's crazy. Look at the side leg printing. You've even got a ton of printing there on the front. The belt, the pockets, the shoes down below, and the sombrero piece, which is all brand new, by the way, the hair and the sombrero. Looking at it there, you could see just how detailed that is. The detail, the printing all the way around. Amazing. And I don't know if you could notice up at the top in the sombrero, you even got a little bit of ribbons and bows up there as well. I love the 2 facial expressions that you've got for him as well. Like, again, very detailed. Love all of the detail on the face, but the one face there looks great. And then on the back, he's got this sort of, I feel like this is more of an evil look. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Disney 100-year minifigure series. I think that looking at the series as a whole, yes, it's so colorful. Ton of new pieces, prints, characters that we've never gotten that we're so excited to get. But I think I look at some of the choices, whether it's like Cruella or Stitch, and I'm like, these two could have their own set. Cruella could get her car, Stitch could get his spaceship, and I don't know, even with Baymax and Stitch as well, or the Queen of Hearts, I'm sad they didn't get a companion. Like, I would have loved the Mad Hatter, or, Lilo from Lilo and Stitch, or, of course, with Baymax, Hero should have been here as well. I would have cut out Robin Hood, personally. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, though. What do you think of the series? Which figures are your favorite? Comment it down below. Be sure to check out my unboxing of a sealed box at the end here, as well as my official feel guide of what I'd recommend to feel for trying to figure out the different figures that you want to get. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hope you will have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.